Tonight, an I-Team investigation into a law passed during the pandemic to protect nursing homes and the calls now to repeal it.
A Bridgewater family tells WBZ the law leaves them nowhere to turn after their loved one was allegedly neglected at a Watertown long-term care facility. The same facility that was the subject of an I-Team report back in February. Our chief investigator, Cheryl Fiandaca, has the story.
Not one person.
On this night, there was no staff or security to be seen at Vero Health and Rehabilitation in Watertown. Cell phone video shows outside doors propped open with towels and cardboard, a dirty restroom, and a resident in a wheelchair all alone.
It was filthy. It was filthy. It smelled.
Heidi Rivers says her 54-year-old brother Eric, who had Alzheimer's, was sent to the long-term care facility for hospice.
He didn't get any care. He got no care.
His tongue was black. His teeth were growing inside of his cheeks. No one should ever have to go into a care facility and end up on your deathbed with that bad of an infection.
Eric's family isn't alone with their concerns. In February, the I-Team told you about Jean Donnelly, who was injured at the facility.
It was horrific. She had a huge gash on her forehead, a big lump. It was the size of like a golf ball.
When the police got there, that's when a nurse came in and said to the police officer, you know, she has a history of hitting herself. And that's not a history that my mother has.
The I-Team found over the last 28 months, there were 383 calls to 911 from the home. Some were made by the residents who needed help.
Something bad is going to happen any moment.
Medicare calls the quality of care at the home below average. And earlier this year, after finding deficiencies, the state twice ordered the facility to stop accepting residents.
But yet nothing's been done. How do they get away with that?
At the start of the pandemic, with cases rising, family visits halted, and state inspections on hold, Governor Baker signed an emergency COVID-19 law, giving long-term facilities protection from lawsuits, leaving families unable to sue for negligence. Deirdre Cummings is with MassPIRG, a government watchdog group.
Do you think it's time to repeal this law?
Yeah, it's absolutely time to repeal this law. The ability to hold institutions accountable is key to ensuring patient safety.
That should never have been passed. Who's going to look out for them?
New York State has already repealed part of its immunity law. We did reach out to Vero Health and Rehabilitation. It told us through a spokesperson that it does not comment on its operations or facilities. Cheryl Fiandaca, WBZ News.